Good morning. It's the Orlando Gardener coming at you. And again, y'all, it's a beautiful day. Look at that sun coming up. And not just because of that, but because I have just acquired a new family member and friend. My goodness. You know, when you're out there and you're doing good things, you meet good people. I saw this guy on Instagram, and I am so pleased to introduce the world to Mr. Joe, and you're going to see in just a minute what he's doing right here in Central Florida. An amazing garden. Yes.
Well, hey, it's great to be here with you, Kevin. I'm Joe Bollinger with City Grows Orlando, and this is our 100-plot community garden.
100-plot community garden.
We're half an acre fenced in with water.
Okay.
And we just kind of grow whatever. There's a lot of experimenting happening here.
Mm-hmm.
People are gardening from there are many different folks from different parts of the world are gardening in here, and so they bring their own unique styles and plant material here.
Okay. Okay.
I tend to grow more conventional methods, so
Okay.
I'm growing in ground.
Yes.
I'm growing things that I am familiar with, that
Yeah.
I enjoy growing, things that grow well in Central Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also always kind of like experimenting with new things. So
Brother, that's right.
try whatever.
Yeah,
This
man.
was last season's long beans. I
Okay.
have a purple long bean that I
A purple
love to
long
grow.
bean. Okay.
You can see there's like some sunflowers growing in here for my daughter.
Yeah.
So they'll take over in a
Okay.
little bit. And tomatoes will go in on either side of the trellis here in a few weeks.
Okay, so you're going to put tomatoes, and then there used to be long beans,
Yes.
and down the center you have your, yeah. Okay, all right.
And these are sweet potatoes, my favorite variety, Vardaman Bush.
Vardaman Bush sweet
It's,
potatoes.
Probably a 6-foot vine at maximum.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really easy to manage in a small space. I mean, people would argue this is not a small space, but I want to get as many things growing as I can. So
Yeah.
this gives me a 30-foot row. I can probably get 15 sweet potato plants in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll probably get a dozen sweet potatoes off of each plant. So
Wow.
all of a sudden you get a lot
Yeah.
in a small space.
All at one time. Wow.
These are the non-bush sweet potatoes.
Okay.
And I hate the vines, so I just train them up.
Okay.
But there's no other reason for that except that that's my own pet peeve. I don't like vines spreading all over my garden.
Right, and it makes sense. And I'm here to tell you, man, Joe, these plants are happy.
They're happy. I
They are
work
happy.
on my soil a lot. So
Okay. Okay, that's the key.
I'm always like digging up last season's planting area,
Mm-hmm.
piling it on top of the mulch walkway from
Okay.
the season before, and then backfilling the trench from last season with wood chips.
Yeah.
And that becomes the next season's walkway. And then the soil on top of the wood chips now becomes the planting area. So anyway, back and forth year after year,
Right.
it just builds this deep, thick, black, amazing soil.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and of course, I
that.
fertilize, I feed, I do all that.
Yeah.
You know, we got to do that.
Yeah, man. It's
alive.
Florida. Yeah.
Florida.
Absolutely.
Dwarf Cavendish banana. I've got 2 rows and some sweet Miwa kumquats stuffed in the middle there.
Look at this, y'all. This
All of these are
is amazing.
blooming and fruiting right at about chest height.
Wow. Man.
I'm still learning. I'm not sure that I'm feeding them the right way, but they're fruiting, so
Yeah.
we'll take that as a win.
Yeah.
Kind of learn and
Well, I will say this, Joe, that I have been growing bananas for quite a few years, and you're doing something right. Yes, you are, because they're happy and they're fruiting. And not only that, the deep, rich color that, you know, is a great indication that you're doing great work here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
This is my little fig row.
Wow.
6 figs down here. I'm always kind of experimenting. These are Olympian, which I love because they're so big and they
Yes.
ripen quickly once they are ready to get ripe.
Mm-hmm.
They're sweet. And
Yes.
then Celeste is down in there. Anyway, I could geek out on that, but
Yeah.
those are my figs.
Okay, okay. And how many varieties back there?
I think there's 6 or 7.
Okay.
And
Wow.
there's a few grafts. Yeah, like I think this one's grafted.
Okay.
There's a couple of grafts, but mostly just coming straight out of the ground.
Okay.
You can see I like arch trellises. This was
Yeah.
a little micro grant that I received to put in arch trellises.
Okay.
And that's where these gorgeous cattle panel trellises came from.
Nice.
Bottle gourds, loofah. There's some ube yams growing there.
Ube yams.
It's my first time growing those, so I don't know how they'll do, or
Okay.
but
And this is the
loofah.
loofah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Sponge fruit. Wow. Okay.
And I love the flowers actually on the loofah. It's one of my favorite things because the bumblebees just
Yeah.
are so attracted to those.
Yeah. Now wait a minute. I smell something now. I don't know. When we came by the first time, I don't think I smelled that something is giving off a perfume or something.
Is it? It could be the papaya, maybe.
It could be.
Or it could be the figs. The figs have a real strong smell.
Okay. Okay. All right. And there are peppers here as well. There.
Peppers.
Mm-hmm.
This is a pumpkin called Orange Bulldog, which is supposed to be a southern specific type.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a Florida gardener and you want pumpkins for a pumpkin patch in October,
Yeah.
this is the one you plant in the summertime.
Okay.
I've never grown it before, but I'm trying it this time, and so far it looks amazing. It's got female flowers on it, so there's hope.
Right. And this is the area, you guys, that Joe explained to me his method of taking care of his soil. And I want you all to know right now, I'm getting ready to apply this very thing to the Orlando garden. And as he said earlier, okay, all the mulch is put there, and the dirt and sand has been heaved up to grow in this season. Okay, then once this is done, that hill of dirt, sand, is going to go here. And it's back and forth every year until he get the results of the soil that he's looking to get. That is awesome. That is awesome.
That actually happened as a result of the pandemic when the free compost source shut down.
Yeah.
Orange County used to have free compost. They don't anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, what do we do?
Yeah.
And so we use what we had, which was the wood chips.
Yeah.
I do fertilize
a
little extra.
Yeah.
Because the wood chips will suck out the nitrogen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
That's right. That's right.
Another arch trellis, another experimental plant, Casa banana. I've never grown it before.
Okay.
But it's supposed to have like a large, fragrant, like purplish brown, melon-like fruit.
Okay.
We'll see.
And it's called again what now?
Casa banana.
Okay.
Casa, I don't know how you say it, but
okay. All right. That's good enough.
we'll see.
That's good enough. Yes.
And Cape gooseberries, which are growing all summer long and just now starting to flower a little bit here and there. They need a little TLC to get through the rest of the fall. But
Okay.
And then this unagi Japanese cucumber, which I grew in the dead heat of summer here, and it was amazing.
Wow.
So I'm trying to grow it again in the fall and see how it does.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful.
And I just hacked back these cassava. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Another first time for me. We'll see how they do.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the garden. There's a lot more here, but I don't.
Yeah.
Those aren't my plots.
Oh my
But
goodness.
it's
Yeah.
really exciting place to get inspiration from all the different gardeners.
Yeah. And just people from all over the world, you were saying, you know, gardeners from different places that are here in this community garden that come together. And y'all come together and sometimes you share cuttings and different things like that. And this is beautiful. And I'm so glad that I saw you on Instagram.
I'm glad we got to meet.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, this is awesome. I appreciate it. Appreciate the garden gifts, and I look forward to us fellowshipping and working together in the future.
Absolutely.
And then a believer at that too. Woo! My goodness. Yes.
You're welcome anytime.
Yes. Now, why don't you shout your Instagram out so we can get some more people to check out what you're doing on Instagram?
Sure. If you want to geek out with me on plants, it's at City Grows Orlando. And it's just a lot of photos and kind of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, lots of geek out on plants.
Okay.
If that's what you like to do, let's do it.
All right. Well, we'll geek out on plants and trees together. And I want to give you an invitation to come to my garden as well. The mangoes are gone now, but we do still have stuff out there. But you have an invitation to come over, you and your family, and just look around or what have you. And then next season in mango time, y'all come over and do some tasting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, this is the Orlando Gardener coming at you out here in this beautiful community garden. I saw this gentleman on Instagram, and look at what he's doing, y'all. This is crazy, amazing, good. All right. If somebody's hurt your feelings, if you've been a little bit bitter with anybody, if somebody have disturbed your peace, the Bible says, take your peace back. Don't allow anybody to take your peace. How do we do that sometimes? We go out and get our fingers into the garden. Put your fingers in some earth and you'll be okay. Orlando Gardener coming at you. Forgive, forget, and keep living. Y'all move on.